Hello. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eid al-Fitr, or the festival of breaking the fast, is a religious holiday celebrated by Muslims worldwide that marks the end of Ramadan. So, in today's talk, we are going to discuss the traditions of some of the countries in Eid al-Fitr. It's my pleasure to welcome the guests with me today in the live. Welcome all of you and Eid Mubarak.
Thank you.
Welcome, Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak to all of you. Today, in today's live, I would like to introduce the guests who are with me today. Shahida Hassan from Zimbabwe. Welcome, Shahida.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Mahmoud Umar from Nigeria. Welcome, Mahmoud.
Hello, welcome. Thank you.
Welcome. Tasneem Usama from Syria.
Ciao.
Welcome, Tasneem. And we have Hassan Abu Arabi from Syria, and he is going to talk about UAE since he is living at UAE. Welcome, Hassan.
Welcome, Cisa. Thank you.
And lastly, we have Sabar Ali from Kyrgyzstan. Welcome, Sabar.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. Okay. I'm going to ask you guys about the traditions in your countries and the costumes, since each country in the world have different traditions and different costumes to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. So let me start with you, Tasneem. How do you prepare for Eid and how do you spend your Eid? And what is the special traditions and special dishes you serve in Eid? And how do you welcome the guests in Eid?
First, happy Eid for all of you, and may Allah bless you all. First of all, we start something called cleaning party. Cleaning party, clean every single thing in the house. After that, all of us as a family start to prepare the Eid desserts. Usually, all the family cook it together. Some of our famous desserts, like we call it ma'moul, Eid bread, and something special for my city called lazagiyat, and don't ask about it. Then, after all of that, of course, as a girl, we take care of ourselves. The morning, the best part, of course, in the morning, the best part in Eid is wearing Eid clothes and pray. We used to, after pray, of course, we used to visit our family's graves. This is one of the oldest traditions. Then we visit each other and prepare lunch together.
So do you have, you mentioned wearing a clothes. So do you have a traditions clothes or specific clothes you wear during Eid?
No. This depends on the person itself.
I see.
There's no specific. Okay. Yes. Definitely, we want to forget the Eid spirit. Families laughing together, sharing funny stories together, etc. Now, let us move to the most important part: is idea. It's amount of money be given to the children, and of course, given to us. This is the main, or this is the really.
I think all of us still like to get an idea from our parents.
Of course, this is the most beautiful part.
Yeah.
Okay, so of course, idea with some sweets for the children. Is a normal, for the children, it's normal to spend all their monies on games. So they take the idea and spend it on the games. Of course, no, you know that the children have a lot of money. So, especially in Eid, and from nowhere, you start loving children more than ever, because, they became a moving banks, so they have monies, and you will hear our mother famous sentence. Okay, this is your idea. I will keep it. I will keep it safe with me.
Oh, so
So
I think all the countries have the same tradition in this one.
so all that. That's
Mm.
all.
Thank you so much, Tasneem. You have so nice traditions in your country.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
عيد سعيد وكل عام وانتم بخير من سوريا.
Let me move to you, Hassan.
Yeah.
Could you please tell us about the traditions and how do you prepare for it in your country? And also, what I can see some traditions stuff you are putting in front of you. So, could you please talk about it and talk about the traditions in your country?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me. I wish you a blessed iftar Eid with your families or friends, etc. Wherever you are now. Actually, about how to prepare for Eid. At the night of Eid, before Eid by one day, we're in United Arab Emirates. Of course, I'm Syrian, but today I'm gonna represent United Arab Emirates because I've been raised there. So we are preparing some kind of traditional sweets. We like asida, halwa amaniya, like girs. Actually, I think it's all weird to you, and
Yeah.
it's all in United Arab Emirates. And we are even make like food distributions before the Eid to share the happiness with the poor people. And the old people even they preparing an amount of cash money to give the children idea what we what Mrs. Tasneem explained about it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. About the customs or traditions on the Eid day. Firstly, of course, we do the Eid prayers. Then after immediately when we finish the Eid prayers, the people of the village are spreading in the village and passing the whole neighbors in the village, okay, and wishing each other a blessed Eid, etc. And the children even passing the whole houses without their families and asking for Eidiyah, and they must wear a traditional clothes actually in this day,
So, Hassan,
which is
you
which is
mentioned that
tandoor. Yeah.
after you pray Eid, then you go to the neighbors to welcome them in Eid and greet them about Eid. So when you go around the houses to the neighbors, is there a specific welcoming dishes or something they welcome the guests by it?
Yes, actually, mostly they are preparing some kind of traditional food. They call it haris and tharid. Haris is some kind of food that they mashing the meat with the bones sometime. Actually, I don't know the components exactly, but it's so delicious food. They are providing it each Eid. And there is some other food they call it tharid. It's a kind of like a bread. Then they put a meat or a full sheep. Then they pour the soup. Then they eat it like this. And there are even some traditional sweets like asida and dates, for example, and like halwa Omaniya we call it, which is Omanian sweet. We call it there. And that's it. That's the traditional food there.
Okay, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Hassan. Thank you so much for
welcome.
sharing the traditions in the country where you are raised up in. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم أخوكم حسن أبو عريب من سوريا. ولدت وترعرعت في الإمارات العربية المتحدة. كل عام وأنتم بخير وعاده الله علينا وعليكم باليمن والبركات.
Welcome back. Okay, now I'll give the chance to you, Shahida, to tell us about the traditions in Zimbabwe and how do you celebrate Eid there.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum to all. I'd like to wish you a very happy Eid.
Wish
Uh, uh, for our Eid traditions, our preparation starts at least a week before Eid. We prepare the sweets, the snacks. We have this one snack called chewra. Everyone loves it, so we have to prepare a lot of it about a week before Eid. It's like a mixture of different snacks in one, and it's very nice. And the night before Eid, the females do mehndi, the female stuff, all the beautification stuff, and uh, meals that take long, they get prepared that night, like marinate the meat before the next day, and in the morning we have early morning prayers for Eid. Uh, we go for the Eid prayer, and then after that we get when the prayer is done, we greet each other from the masjid and distribute sweets and dates and give give zakat to the people who don't have, and
you mean
uh,
from the food that you have prepared, then you give to the poor people, right?
yes.
Okay, that's
So
a great
sometimes the masjid will come together and prepare meals for those who don't have, so they can just go there anytime and have food all day, like that. And um, and then the donations are done through the mosque to the less fortunate people, and uh, that's the job of the men. They take care of that for that day, and then the families will come together and prepare meals, and then go to the elderly people's home. That's where big meals are prepared, and everyone comes together and eat there. And
so
the
so
women,
you mean that the traditions in your country to celebrate Eid in the grandfather or mothers, the old people houses?
yes, like
Okay,
that.
that's mhm.
And the children, they get given presents like money, and they'll get them jumping castles so they get to play together because it's many families, many children in one place. Yeah, and we'll have many different kinds of meals because our culture, we are mixed from different parts of the world, so everyone will bring their own special dishes, and so that everyone have whatever they like in one place, and it'll be like maybe more than 100 people in one place.
So do you have a traditional clothes or special clothes to wear in that day?
Not really. It just depends what you like to wear for that day. If it's nice for you, you just have to wear something nice.
That's a great tradition, Shahida. Okay, Shahida, let me ask you. As we know, some of the countries they prepare gifts for the kids. Do you have that traditions in your country, or you only give to the kids what we call in some Arab countries idea, which is money to be given to the kids from their parents or relatives?
Yeah, we have idea, the money to give to children.
So I think idea is sharing all around the world to be given to the kids.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shahida. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I wish you a very happy Eid.
Thank you. Now, uh, let me move to you, Sabar Ali. Welcome with us in the live. I would like you to talk about the traditions in Kyrgyzstan. How do you celebrate Eid there, and what are the special dishes you serve in Eid, and how do you welcome the guests during Eid in your house?
Assalamu alaikum for everyone. Thank you for having me.
Wa alaikum assalam.
and Eid Mubarak to all Muslims around the world.
Eid Mubarak.
So let me start through the history, our country, Kyrgyzstan. So when we were accepted Islam religion, we accepted Islam religion 751st year when Muslims come to our country and we accepted this year Islam religion. And that year,
Yeah.
we all Turkestan people, we were with Arab people against the war to Chinese. It was 8th century. So, and I'm from Kyrgyzstan, as you know, but let me also say about for Central Asia, such as Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and close country like Turkmenistan. So before we colonized by Soviet Union, as you know, uh, before the Asians, Central Asians, we have like Turkestan. That place named it Turkestan. But after
Yeah.
that Soviet Union colonized our country, they renamed our country like location Central Asia. But during the Soviet Union, we couldn't have opportunity to pray because that was time it was not opportunity to pray in public place. There were even no mosques. So after Soviet Union like divorced and all Soviet Union country became like independence.
Yeah.
That independence day when it was 1991, we start officially like building the mosque because at that time we do not have enough mosques to pray. After that year, we started building the mosque to our people because in our country, 90% of people are Muslims.
MashaAllah. So
As
now it's
you
your country to pray in the mosque, not like before. Before it become independent country.
so, like I said before, when we were like under Soviet Union, we we prayed, but it's not public place.
Yeah, I got you.
It was like hiding privately, such a things way.
Mhm.
So we couldn't like pray on public place on mosque because they were under control.
Okay.
So about culture and tradition, as you mentioned it before, we're starting before one day, as you said, as you mentioned also, like preparing, starting from house, like cleaning everything with whole family and preparing borsok is our national dishes before Eid. Yes, as you can see on the picture.
Is
Yeah.
it sweet? Is it sweet or salt? The first one we
No,
see.
is it like making by dough and frying?
Oh,
This is
okay.
this food, as you can see on the picture, is not only for Kyrgyzstan, is also like for Central Asians also because maybe for others it's like a difference. It's a it's a quite difference because we are also cooking plov, ash is called, as you can see previous picture, and Kazakhstan also making this food, and Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan is all country making the same food is quite differences between our countries.
Yeah. It looks so delicious. The food and traditions in your country it really look delicious
Yeah,
dishes.
we love too much meal. That's why
I
it's
think
always.
I think this meal it's called bolau. Am I right?
Yeah, in our language, it's called ash.
Uh, uh-huh.
Yes, in Turkish, maybe it's called pilaf, yes, kind of
Because
things, but it's
I have
quite the same.
I have some friends. They are from Uzbekistan and they have the same dishes, but they call it pulao.
Yes, like I said, is it same food, but we call maybe differently.
Yeah, that's a great. So, do you have the tradition in your country, as I asked your friends before, of special traditions for kids, like giving them gifts or giving them idea as a money? What do you do for the kids during Eid?
Yes, of course, we have such a traditions. For example, after after namaz, eight namaz, we're going to visit our neighbor houses, relatives, friend houses. It amount seven houses we should visit it, and we have to wait there also like guests. We have to invite them also to visit us back. And for children, yes, of course, we are like telling Eid Mubarak and give me some aids. So it's it's called like you called before. It's money, or you can give some money or sweets, whatever. It depends on situation.
Okay. That's really you have a great traditions in your country, Sapar. Really, thank you for sharing this information with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Кыргызстандык мекендештер, сиздердин туткан орозоңуздар кабыл болсун жана айт маек болсун. Ар бир үйдө ынтымак жана тынччылык, топчулук, молчулук болсун. Дагы бир жолу айтыңар маек болсун.
Okay, we'll come back. Now, lastly, let us hear about the traditions in Nigeria. So, Mahmoud, could you please talk about the traditions in your country and how do you celebrate Eid there?
Of course, yes, it is my pleasure. Hello, everyone. Eid Mubarak to you all, and then to all Muslims around the world. And then I will seize this opportunity to also pray for this pandemic that is currently going on around the globe. May Allah protect us and protect the entire Ummah. The way we celebrate Eid in Nigeria actually is quite similar, I can say, with almost from all the discussions I've had from others from different countries. But the situation in Nigeria, as this picture is showing, this preparation for Eid started like 2 days before the Eid, when our ladies will be preparing food and the dishes that we are going to eat on the Eid day. And then as well, they are also making preparation for their beautification, that is like the henna, and they're sewing waving their own head. And on the Eid day, after the normal routine in the morning, because it happens in the morning, people go to the mosque and pray, and upon the finishing the prayer, the emir, after finishing the khutbah, he will ride his own horse to go from the praying ground up to his palace, where people will be gather around the street and be watching the emir as he is going. And then in terms of special foods that we used to do, we have this picture showing on the screen. This is masa. It is specifically in the northern Nigeria. And then we also have the Nigerian jollof rice, which is very delicious as well. And then after when people come back from watching the emir, so people come back to their household or their neighborhood. So in that case, that is when this food is going to be distributed to the neighbors. You will take food to the neighbors, and then they will also bring what they cook to your house. And then that is how it will continue until in the evening, when all everybody will just come. And then, because it's a holidays period, so people usually meet in the center of the neighborhood and discuss about and have fun. And then the second day, because it in northern Nigeria, it's like a 2 or 3 day celebration. But I would say from my own part of Nigeria that I came from, we spend 2 days. for the Eid. So on the second day, the emir will then leave his own palace, and then he will ride still on his own horse to the governor's house, in which he will meet with the governor, and then from there they will discuss on some important informations and then things that pertain the whole state over the year, and then they will be accepting greetings from other title holders. Traditional title holders will come on their own horses, and then they will greet the emir and the governor. And then after that, around 5 o'clock, around 2 o'clock, people will then go back to their house. So that is when kids, that is what you call Idiya. That is the stage where Idiya take place, because kids will go, we call it Yawang Salah, like going around for Eid. And then when any house they go on that going around for Eid, then you have to give them go around Salah in return. That is like a token for Eid. That's like the Idiya you talk about. So
Yeah, I
sometimes
think
it might be money. Yeah.
idea all the countries they share it.
Sometimes,
Giving.
pardon?
I think all the
Yeah,
countries are
sometimes
sharing
they
the
share.
same traditions for
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
idea.
Sometimes, yeah, they share money, and sometimes they share sweet. And I think the reason why, because there is similarity in the idea stuff, is because maybe how the Islamic religion reaches our land, or how reaches all over the world, because it usually reaches from Arab traders, and we try to copy some of these traditions from them. I think that is what influences that. Yeah. In summary, this is the brief summary of the Eid celebration in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Mahmoud, for sharing this information with us. You have really great
You are,
traditions in your country. Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, let me back to you, Tasneem. Lastly, it's my last. Sorry for this long questions and conversation. It's my last question to you, Tasneem. What is the message you would like to send to the people in your country since it's Eid time and it's also Corona time?
Well, Saiba, I'm feeling now I'm like speechless because no words can describe the difficulties that they are facing now, even before Corona. I don't know how they do it, but I just want to pray for them. That's all. I can. That's
Yeah, we also pray for them. Inshallah, everything is going to be fine. I hope so.
inshallah.
Thank you, Tasneem. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hassan,
Yes, Nasib.
what is the message you would like to send to the people in your country for Eid since it's Eid and Corona?
Actually, I'm asking the people who are still living in United Arab Emirates to stay home and follow and obey the government instruments to be able to control this pandemic carefully, and to wear masks, wear gloves. They should follow all the instruments to face this pandemic and pass it, so we can live our next Eid, which is Eid al-Adha, at better situations. Hopefully,
Inshallah.
we will do it.
Inshallah.
That's all.
Thank you so much, Hassan. Thank you.
Welcome.
What about you, Shahida? What is the message you want to send?
Um, I would like to ask them to stay safe and uh, have hope for a better future. Inshallah, we will have a better Eid in the next Eid.
Thank you. Inshallah. Inshallah. Thank you so much, Shahida. And Sabar, what is the message you would like to say to the people in your country?
So first of all, I would like to say to my country, stay at home and stay safe. May Allah accept our Ramadans and praise. May Allah protect us. May Allah this aid bring uh, to your family happiness and joyness.
Ameen, Ya Rab.
And
Nusaiba, sorry. Okay, complete.
in this difficult time, as you can see, during the quarantine, COVID-19, I would like to wish all the Muslims around the world to strengthen their faith to Allah. And everything will be okay. Be patient.
Inshallah. We
So,
hope
okay.
so. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tasneem, you can talk.
Well, I prepared a surprise for you. Wait just 1 minute.
Okay, we are with you.
güne, sevinçli güne bizleri kavuşturduğu için.
Evet, bir dakikamız var.
Welcome back, guys. I know this is a very difficult time that you spend without your family. It's very hard, and I'm spend it with my family, fortunately. And I know this is Eid without family, nothing. So my family want to say salam and want to wish for you a happy Eid.
Thank you.
عيد مبارك إن شاء الله.
عيد
عيد
مبارك.
مبارك يا هلا.
عيد مبارك.
Wish for all of you a happy Eid, and may Allah bless for all of you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Tasneem.
you
It was
so much.
so sweet of you. You let us feel the warmth of family. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so
We
much,
are
Tasneem.
jealous of
And
you.
send our regards to your beloved family.
Thank you, guys.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak for all of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Just come.
Okay. Lastly, I'll give the chance to you, Mahmoud, to send message to your country.
Okay, hello Nigerians. I think now more than ever, this virus has shown to us that our health is not just our concern. We have to protect ourselves, and with the nature of this virus, we have to protect ourselves for the protection of people around us. So we should follow the regulations set by the government and the health practitioners to observe health being of not just ourselves because and the people around us, and then for people around the world, I we are on this pandemic together. I believe that eventually we are now on the verge of defeating this virus, but it's not a single effort, but rather a collective responsibility for all. So we should just all join hands together and fight this virus once and for all. That is my message to the people around the world and to the Nigerians at home. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mahmoud, and I hope your message will be delivered to your country and everyone will be safe, inshallah. Thank you so much, all of you guys, for sharing the traditions in your country. It was a pleasure to talk to you and to listen to you guys. Now we reach our end. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
the
so
guests
much.
who are with me, and thank you so much for the audience who are watching us in our live today. And happy Eid for all of you. I hope, inshallah, next Eid will come at the end of this pandemic and we'll celebrate Eid with our relative and beloved families. Thank you so much for all of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.